What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Valley Ball Podcast, talking UTRGV Vaqueros football here in their inaugural season. My name is Bryan Ramos.
I'm Ivan Palacios, and man, Brian, year one is in the books. What a phenomenal year! I think more than any of us could have expected. Just your thoughts on I guess as a whole, this first season here for UTRGV football and what it means for the Valley going forward, man.
Yeah, just a historic inaugural season for the UTRGV Vaqueros in many ways, man. I mean, we know the calling card of UTRGV since that merger back in 2015 has been Rally the Valley. You know what I mean? How can we rally this thing? And boy, man, did the Valley rally around UTRGV Vaqueros football here in year one? And the Vaqueros, they delivered, man. They finished their year one 9-3 overall, 5-3 in the Southland Conference, and a perfect 7-0 at Vaquer Stadium here in year one, Ivan. And we said it, man, just all the historic stuff that they do at the FCS level, and then of course just bringing Division One football here to the Rio Grande Valley, man. As Chase Conk said after that first win over Ross State back in week one, which seemed like ages ago. Saturdays in the Valley will never be the same, man. And boy, they've been these past these 7 Saturdays for their home games and the five road games and the bye week in between, man. They've been pretty remarkable to say the least for the UTRG Vaqueros as they make history in year one. Ivan, just your thoughts on the Vaqueros and what they were able to do and how they were able to make history in year one.
I mean, just what a phenomenal year for the program, man. I mean, we mentioned it, 7-0 at home. I think they have the most wins in FCS history as well for a first year program. Just a phenomenal job by Coach Bush, the staff, and just all the players, man, that took a chance on a program. I mean, it's not easy to come to a first year program, but I mean, I feel like they came in, they took it seriously, and they wanted to set that bar high, and they did, man. I mean, the standard's been set here at UTRGV football, and since day one, Coach Bush has said the goal is to chase championships and playoff appearances and all that. It's never been just about building a D1 program. It's about being a legit D1 program. And I think you couldn't have asked for a better year to start this in year one for Coach Bush and these guys. And to the seniors, man, I mean, yeah, you guys did that thing, and you guys came out and you raised that bar. You set it high for these next group of guys, and I think it's only going to get better for here. I mean, you got things for other people to look at now. It's no longer a first year program. It's still new, but people have something to look forward to and what to expect here from UTRGV football, and I just expect it to continue to climb up, man.
Yeah, that was one of the big knocks on UTRGV. You know what I mean? Hey, it's a startup program. It's going to take years to win there at UTRGV. Why would you want to go there when you can go somewhere that's established, that's been doing this, that's won games before? And like you said, Ivan, a bunch of these guys and these coaches, they took they bet on themselves and the vision that they had for UTRGV Vaqueros football. And man, boy, did they deliver, man. I mean, just in all ways, man, to go 9-3, win 9-3, to win nine football games as a first year team, two games on the road. Like you said, Ivan, they're the first team to finish unbeaten at home in year one as an FCS program, the first FCS program to win 9 games. So that they own that record as well. And then they won the most games by a brand new program against Division One FCS competition with 6 wins over FCS D1 opponents. And man, just shout out UTRGV. And like you said, from the top to bottom, man, getting it done. Coach Bush, the entire team and the entire coaching staff, and of course the support staff that kind of the people behind the scenes that kind of make it all happen, that do the dirty work so the Vaqueros can shine on Saturdays, man. And boy, did they shine. And Ivan, man, their final opportunity, it was the first senior day in program history, and the UTRGV Vaqueros deliver a 33-14 win over East Texas A&M this past Saturday at Vaquer Stadium in front of the seventh straight sellout crowd. It was senior day honoring the 15 seniors, and there was a rain delay. It was a 2 hours and 34-minute rain delay, and that still didn't slow down the Vaqueros as they deliver a big 33-14 win. It was 33-17 entering the final couple minutes of the game, but East Texas A&M, they get a late touchdown when UTRGV had already pulled its offensive starters from the contest. So the Vaqueros, they take care of business, man. East Texas A&M, they scored first. with an 18 play, 80 drive that took over 8.5 minutes of the first quarter. And the Vaqueros go on to score the next 33 straight points, man. So shout out UTRGV. Getting it done here in year one. And this past Saturday in week 13 against East Texas A&M. And as we said, Ivan, that East Texas A&M opened up with an 8 minute drive, 18 plays, 80-yard scoring drive, and then defensive back Logic Hudgens comes up with a 52-yard interception to kind of swing things back in UTRGV's favor. And from there, the Vaqueros were off and running, man. So just your thoughts on UTRGV and how they were able to deliver that win in the season finale in a big fashion, 33-14 over East Texas A&M.
I mean, it seems almost straight out of a storybook for a senior to kind of get things going there on senior night, and it was all UTRGV from there. I mean, we've talked about the offense all year, we talked about the defense, but we got to show Bryson Gardner some love, man. I mean, four made field goals on the day, including, he had a 36, 31, 22, and a 31-yard field goal career high in total field goals made, and we got ourselves a kicker there, man. And he's not the only one. They got some other good kickers on there, but just a phenomenal day for Bryson Gardner, and just what a way to end the year, man. At home, taking care of business. 33 to, like you mentioned, 33-7 heading into that fourth. They were well in control after that slow start. I mean, 2.5 hour rain delay, man. It can mess with anyone. We saw it when I saw it at Edinburgh, or in the Coastal Bend this weekend. Edinburgh had a nearly 3 hour delay there, and you could tell they came out kind of flat after that. And but this team, they didn't come out flat. They came out, they took care of business. A little bit of a slow start. You're on the sidelines for 8 minutes to start the game, and after already waiting 2.5, it's going to be a little rough. But hey, UTRGV bounces back and gets going, and just a phenomenal performance on all sides of the ball, man. A pick six to start. Eddie Lee throws for a couple of touchdown passes just to wrap up his career there, and just a phenomenal win to close out the year. 9-3 overall, 7-0 at home. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better ending to the year there.
Yeah, and the Vaqueros were picked to finish dead last in the Southland Conference, and we're not blaming the coaches, the Southland Conference coaches for predicting that. They just got to go based on what and what they know. And hey, it's a brand new team, but the Vaqueros, they said, hey, all right, that's nice. Go ahead and rank us, predict us to finish dead last, and the Vaqueros come and finish tied for third. There in conference play with the 5-3 record. But yeah, Eddie Lee Marburger throws a pair of touchdown passes, a 20-yard touchdown to tight end Ismail Smith Flores, and then a 4-yarder to slot receiver Kyron Lee. And then, as you said, Ivan, Bryson Gardner gets going, man. 4 field goals. Shout out to him for getting it done. And then Nathan Denny, man, handles 26 carries, 158 total yards. And then receiving wise, Tony Diaz leads the Vaqueros, 5 catches for 50 yards. Offensively and defensively. You said it, Logic Hudgens, the senior with the pick to kind of flip momentum there. And then Elijah Prosser comes up with an interception there on the first defensive possession of the third quarter. And Nick Fernandez also punches out a fumble, and Ian Box is there for the fumble recovery. So, the Vaqueros forced 3 turnovers. Here in their regular season finale. So offensively, defensively, and special teams wise, the Vaqueros get it done, man. So shout out to UTRGV picking up a 33-14 win over East Texas A&M in year one. They're in their season finale to close their inaugural season, man. So yeah, it's kind of a perfect close to the Vaqueros, man. The only way it could have been better is if they were dancing in the playoffs, in the FCS playoffs, man. And as we said it, Ivan, the UTRGV Vaqueros finished 9-3. Those 3 losses come to 3 teams who are still alive in the FCS playoffs. That is Stephen F. Austin, who is the number 7 seed, I believe, and then we got Southeastern Louisiana and Lamar also in the tournament. Southeastern Louisiana, I believe, the number 16 seed overall, and then Lamar, one of the at-large bids, playing Abilene Christian here in the first round. So, yeah, strong season for the Southland Conference, man. And UTRGV, that was the question: how quickly can they become relevant? How quickly can they, speed up that process of becoming a contender in the Southland Conference and on the national stage in the FCS and competing for playoff spots? And hey, man, they're just on the outside of it. They finish they finished their year one receiving votes in the AFCA coaches poll FCS coaches poll for 8 straight weeks, and there's 24 teams in the dance. UTRGV finishes kind of right around that 25 to 35 bubble. You know what I mean? That next group of teams, and definitely they're in the receiving votes. And I think the Vaqueros, man, they like Coach Bush said, man, there are people who know about UTRGV football that didn't know about it before, and it's a brand new program, and they put them on notice, man. They definitely know now. So UTRGV finishes year one 9-3 overall, 5-3 in the Southland Conference, 7-0 at home at Vaquer Stadium in front of seven sellout crowds. So yeah, Ivan, and then now, I mean. But we could kind of got to put a bow on this season. There is plenty of postseason recognition for these guys, and then we'll kind of touch on the future for the Vaqueros as they enter the off season, man. So yeah, Ivan, just your thoughts on the Vaqueros making their presence known on that national level, and putting teams on notice that hey, UTRGV Vaqueros can play football, and they can play football now. You're not going to have to wait if you want to win games. The Vaqueros are winning games right away. Just your thoughts on the Vaqueros as they put that bow on year one and move forward heading into year two.
Yeah, man. Like I mentioned, like you couldn't have asked for a better year. Their three losses came to those three teams that are headed to the playoffs. You're a 57-yard field goal away from probably being in that dance. You don't lose that game on that 57-yard field goal, you're probably in the playoffs right now. So, I mean, it just goes to show you how quickly this program has grown. And I think Coach Bush said it in the press conference. So these guys came in and they knew it was going to be a process, but they were asking themselves, how can we speed up this process? Well, it looks like we're there already, and obviously the bar set high, and but people still got to remember this is still a young program, and we don't know what's going to happen next year, but the standard's been set. And I mean, you got a lot of award winners, you got people receiving finalists, the nominations there. Coach Bush, I think, is a finalist for the Eddie Robinson Award. Eddie Lee Marburger, I think he was named newcomer of the year for the Southland Conference, and he was first team all conference. And Tony Diaz, I mean, what a phenomenal year for that guy, man. I mean, we've seen the TikToks finding a way to keep Tony to stay, and I really hope he does because, man, freshman of the year for the Southland Conference, and that's just a few of the things that kind of UTRGV was able to put together in year one. I mean, Brian, I mean, what can you tell us about these other awards that are coming in, and kind of, UTRGV, like you mentioned, being put on the map in year one, man?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, man. These are national awards that, like, for the, as you said it, Coach Bush nominated for the Eddie Robinson Award, which honors the FCS Coach of the Year. There's only 15 coaches nominated for this, and UTRGV head coach Travis Bush is one of those guys. And then, as you said, Ivan, we got guys not just Southland Conference awards, national awards. They're finalists for, and we got two freshmen, one on both sides of the ball as finalists, named finalists for the Jerry Rice Award, which honors the top FCS freshman of the year, and that is UTRGV receiver Tony Diaz and linebacker Jaden Haygood. Man, both these guys, they were day one guys, man, that started out. They redshirted last year during that practice season with UTRGV in year one. They established themselves as dudes, man, and they come out and they ball out here in their first real season of college football, and they earn themselves to be in the running, and to be named finalists for the Jerry Rice Award, which honors the top FCS freshman of the year. And then, as we said, Eddie Lee Marburger named a finalist for the Walter Payton Award, which goes to the top FCS Offensive Player of the Year. And just what a tremendous honor for Eddie Lee Marburger to be in that conversation, man, for betting on himself and coming back home to UTRGV, and now look at him in the running for just in that conversation. I know all of these guys, man, they're grateful to be named amongst these players and in the running for these prestigious awards. And Eddie Marburger up for the Walter Payton Award. Yeah, the top offensive FCS player of the year. And then, as you said, Ivan, Eddie Lee Marburger, the Southland Conference newcomer of the year in year one. Tony Diaz, the Southland Conference freshman of the year. Both leave their mark on the Southland Conference. And then we had a few players bring home second team all conference honors here in year one. And that is, we start with left guard Nick Hughes, another freshman, earning Southland Conference honors here in year one. And then Nathaniel Wallace Dilling earned second team all conference honors as a punter. And then we have Ian Box as well, earning all conference honors there as an edge defender. So yeah, five Vaqueros recognized. Eddie Lee Marburger and Tony Diaz also, in addition to that, Newcomer of the Year and Freshman of the Year awards, also on the first team Southland All Conference honors. So yeah, man. I mean, shoot, the Vaqueros they put themselves in those conversations, man. These guys come out and balled out, and what I think these awards or be just being in the running for says about these guys is, hey, if you're a freshman and you're looking for an opportunity to play, come to UTRGV. We got two freshmen in the running for Freshman of the Year for the Jerry Rice Award. You're a receiver who likes to who can make plays on the outside, and you want to see some action in that spread offense. Hey man, come to UTRGV. Look at what Tony Diaz did. Look what guys like Xavier Nolan did, and you know what I mean. Ismail Smith Flores at tight end, and Tavian Cord and Kyron Lee getting in. And if you're a quarterback man that likes to sling the rock and throw it all around the football field, and you got some legs as well. Hey man, come to UTRGV, man, where Coach Bush will hand you the keys to the offense and let you do this thing just like Eddie Lee Marburger did. But and then yeah, man, special teams as well with Nathaniel Wallace Dilling. They're getting recognized, and the defensive end Ian Box also bringing in some Southland Conference honors to get that defensive unit recognized that really balled out, man, all year. So yeah, just really impressive for the Vaqueros to earn all those honors, man. So yeah, Ivan, just your thoughts. I mean, we'll see. I think the Vaqueros will definitely have some chances to win these things. But yeah, just your thoughts on what these honors do for UTRGV as a whole, as they now enter those recruiting battles and now trying to bring players and to get players to notice, hey man, UTRGV football is a real deal. You can win here, you can get recognized here, and you can put up numbers here. So just your thoughts on what this does for UTRGV as a whole.
Yeah, you said it, man. I mean, I think your first year program, you didn't have much to pitch on except, hey, come over, we're building something new, and you pretty much had to ask guys to take a leap of faith. Well, now it's what? Here's our resume, man. Year one, we got guys receiving national attention, we got guys receiving all conference, we're receiving votes, we're right on that cusp of getting into the playoffs. You got a chance to do something here now, and so I think it just furthers the recruiting pitch for UTRGV and kind of opens the door to maybe get some new recruits that maybe wouldn't have given us a first look in years, when this thing was starting up. So, lots of huge things coming for UTRGV, in my opinion. This just puts a bigger spotlight on the program, and not just the program, but on the entire valley, man. I mean, being from here, a lot of us feel like we're overlooked sometimes. People are like, "Where's the valley? Where's Harlingen? Where's Edinburgh? Whatever." People think we're in London or something, dude. Who knows? But now people are like, "Hey, UTRGV football's for real. We're getting national attention." They're bringing the spotlight here, and it's just good for not just the program but for the community as a whole. So I see big things coming for UTRGV in the future. I think you'll see some big names come in, hopefully, and hopefully we can keep some of the big names that are already here too. I mean, I know the transfer portal is a real deal nowadays. It's kind of changed the way the game's played here at the college level. But hey, I know these guys love the Valley football, whether they stay or they leave. Valley boys for life, right?
Yeah, yeah, man. That's the way it goes, man. That's college football nowadays. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, we gotta before we say goodbye and get into kind of touching on that, gotta recognize those 15 seniors, Ivan, that you said it, man, that bet on themselves to come here to UTRGV. They have their senior day, man, calling their college football careers to close this past Saturday. And just to name those guys, that group of 15, man. In alphabetical order, defensive back Dorian Blackwell, receiver Javian Cuff, running back Nathan Denny, offensive lineman Kingsley Ejiofor, tackle Luis Gonzalez, defensive back Elijah Graham, defensive back Logic Hudgens, guard Vicente Hughes, linebacker Michelle Lucian, defensive back Marcus Malvison, quarterback Eddie Lee Marburger, defensive end Amari Pouncey, linebacker Spencer Rich, linebacker Warren Schenkel, and defensive back Austin Trimble. Those 15 guys, man, the first seniors, redshirt seniors, graduate students, whatever you are, man, shout out to you guys for betting on yourselves, man, and coming here to lay the groundworks for UTRGV football, man. And this 9-3 season wouldn't have been possible without guys like these coming in and bringing that leadership. And yeah, the Vaqueros are going to graduate some key guys. They're going to lose some key guys in the transfer portal. That's the way it works. But man, you hope that the Vaqueros can retool, man. And as you said, Ivan, I mean, shoot, this is college football, man. You hope the guys that come here and have that opportunity to go to move on to something bigger and better, that it works out for them, man. These are all guys that gambled on themselves, and they're just playing the hand that they're dealt. This wasn't a thing when UTSA football started back 15 years ago, but now in 2025, it is the real thing for the UTRGV Vaqueros, man. And so, and one thing I can tell you, man, is that there will be players who transfer out. Some really good players who do that. That's bound to happen. That's the name of the game. Every team's going to lose people. You hope to keep some of them, and really build around those guys. But those guys who do find new places, I guarantee you they're going to be telling guys, "Hey, man, you need a place to play next year. This isn't working out for you here. Hey, man, go to UTRGV." All these guys, man, they talk, they mingle with each other. They all root for each other. They're all guys just trying to make their football dreams come true, man. And I know these guys are going to do more good. You know what I mean? Even though they may be saying bye to the program through the transfer portal, they're going to do some good. And they brought attention to this program. They brought eyes to this program, and they're going to spread the word, man. That, hey, man, there's something special going on down in the valley with UTRGV Vaqueros football, and they're just getting started, man. You've seen what they did in year one. Now, who's going to be a part of this thing moving forward? So, yeah, man. Shout out to all the guys that were a part of it in year one, and those guys that do leave through graduation and do leave through the transfer portal, man. Thank you all for being a part of this in year one, and betting on yourselves, and giving the Rio Grande Valley something historic to root for. And yeah, man, you guys laid the foundation for this, and so thank you guys all for coming down and being a part of this, man. So yeah, Ivan, I mean, just your final thoughts, man, as we say goodbye to year one of UTRGV Vaqueros football, and to year one of the Valley Ball football podcast, talking UTRGV Vaqueros ball, man. Just yeah, your final words for the people as we bid adieu.
Yeah, I mean, what a historic thing to be part of. Whether they had gone 0 or 12 or 12-0, we were gonna root for them all season long, and it's just a fun one to be a part of, man. I mean, you got to see all the action live firsthand, and we were here watching as well, and it's just a fun thing to be a part of. Like you said, it's only up from here, man. It's the foundation's been laid. If you do decide to go on to the next level, hey, we're still gonna root for you down here. We root for our own. And when Eddie went to UTSA, everyone was rallying behind him. He come on the TV, people were watching, dude. So it's the same thing now with these UTRGV players. We know it's the name of the game now. That's part of the game. There's the transfer portal, and wherever you go, man, the Valley's going to root for you. And if you stay here, they're going to root for you even harder. But nonetheless, I mean, you got the support of the Valley, and the Valley really has been rallied, in my opinion. And it's just up from here, man.
Yeah, just really unbelievable, man. It started their conversations, just years in the making, man. All those UTPA football still undefeated jokes, and now it's like, shoot, man, it's a real deal, man. It's live and in color, and UTRGV football is a real thing. And 7 straight sellouts, 9-3 in year one, 5-3 in the Southland after being picked dead last. Vaqueros, hey, man, not too bad of a debut season for the UTRGV Vaqueros. So shout out to the entire UTRGV athletics department, from Chase Conk at the top to all the support staff there in the athletics department. Then, of course, the leader of it all, man, Coach Travis Bush, who built this staff to the perfect staff. I mean, to lead the Vaqueros here in year one, man, just a sensational job from Coach Bush and his staff all around. And then shout out to the guys, man, the Valley boys, lining up and making history in year one. So, man, just a remarkable first year of Division One college football in the Rio Grande Valley. We're grateful to be a part of it. Shout out to everybody, man, getting it done and putting UTRGV Vaqueros football and the Rio Grande Valley on the map, man. So, yeah, we've enjoyed being a part of the process every step of the way, man. Thankful for it all, and we look forward to bringing you more football coverage as the Vaqueros move into the off season. We'll be here with you once they announce those recruiting classes and signing classes here in December, the early signing classes, and once again signing day in February. We'll be here with you for it all, man. So find everything on UTRGV Vaqueros football at rgvsports.com. Thank you guys for joining us for this season of Valley Ball and UTRGV Vaqueros football. We'll catch you next year.